Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now in our last video we created this beautiful website that you see over here, which is an EcoHaven, that is an eco-friendly website that you see over here. Now if you haven't watched it, I entreat you to go back and then to the channel. I'll leave that link in the description. Please go and watch it and then see how we created this beautiful website over here. Now we created almost everything except the about page and then the services page. Now in this video I'm going to show you how you can be able to create the about page, which looks like this, as you see over here. Now it's very simple and I'm going to show you how you can be able to do that in some few simple steps. So this is the about page. This is the page that we're going to work on, we're going to design. I'm going to take you over there so you can know the page that we are going to specifically design for this particular project that we are going to embark on. So this is the page. There is nothing over here. As you can see, this one is what we are going to design. We are going to make it look like this over here. Now the only thing we have is the header and then the footer. Inside, that is the main body, is not designed. So I'm going to show you how you can be able to turn it into this particular website that you see over here. So without wasting much time, and if you are interested, let's go ahead and then design this particular page. Alright, so if you are new over here, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and let's go together. So my name is Kobe once again, and what we do over here is we design website using WordPress and then Elementor. And we also love using the Kadence Theme because it is very simple and easy to use in designing website. So let's go ahead and then jump into the website. Now of course, if you want the template of this particular website, if you want this whole template, you can go to templateseller.com and you can be able to get a template over. Now all these templates were created using the Kadence Theme and Elementor free version. Okay, so you can go, we have the active pulse, which is a fitness and gym website. We have eco-friendly website, we have construction website, we have university website, we also have cleaning website, we have music website, we have coaching and consultancy website, we have grocery website, we have fashion, kind of like a clothing website over here, we have an agency website, we have crypto market, which is a cryptocurrency investment website. There are a lot of them. If you click over here, you see more and more websites over here. So if you need template for any of your website or upcoming projects that you're going to do, please don't forget to hit templateseller.com and you'll be able to get some over there. Now let's jump straight away to what we are going to do over here. So we're gonna go ahead and design this particular page. As you see, now I'm going to go to the page that we are going to design. This is it. So to be able to design it, for those of you who don't know, just go to edit the page or go to your back the back end over here of the dashboard or your dashboard. Just go and search for pages, click on all pages and then select the page. We've already created the page already. All what we need to do is to edit that page and then design it using Elementor. All right, so we scroll down over here and then we're going to look for the about page, which is this one. So we're going to click on edit and we're going to edit it using Elementor. All right, so now that we are over here, all what we need to do is make sure that your template is Elementor full width over here. Okay, so if it is not, just select over here and then select the template, which is full width, and then you can go ahead and click on edit with Elementor to edit the website using Elementor. So we're going to use Elementor free version to design our website. But of course, if you want Elementor Pro, which have more and more advanced widgets and elements that you can be able to design any kind of website that you want, I'll leave a link in the description for you to go ahead and then get Elementor Pro for yourself and be able to design all kinds of websites that you want to design. All right, so now that we are over here, all what we need to do, I'm going to close the structure. All what we need to do is to start designing. Now remember that for those of you who are from our previous previous video coming over here, that is when we start designing this particular website over here. Now I showed you how you can be able to use Elementor to be able to design your pages. So we're just going to do drag and drop, and then we style everything up. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the plus icon over here. Click on this one, which is the flex box, okay, or you can just drag in a container over here and choose whatever you want to do. Now we're going to use this particular kind of container over here, which is the flexbox container, and then the direction is what column vertical. And then I'm going to just make sure that this one have a minimum height of 400, okay, not too the height is not too long. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to style over here, and I'm going to go to choose a classic background over here, and inside the background, or I'll choose an image for the background. So make sure that you have all your images ready. If you want a link to the images that I'm using, I'll leave the link in the description. You can go ahead and then get all the images that I'm using over there. Now we're going to use this particular background image over here, this particular image over here, and I'm gonna just put it over here. So as you can see, it is the same thing as what this one, and we're gonna just copy this one, and we will add a heading over here. We're gonna add a heading over here, and inside this heading we're gonna type in about us over here, okay. And what we're gonna do is we make sure that this is just on the left, just like that. We come over here, and what we will do is we're going to go to layout over here, and we position everything also on the left over here, but we center everything over here, so that everything that this particular thing will not be moving this way. It is always on the start over here. So I'm going to click on this one and change, make this one 55 over here, change this one, and then make it poppins. Okay, so I'm gonna make it poppins, and then I'm gonna leave the weight and everything the same, but I'm gonna come over here and then choose the strongest color over here. So as you can see, guys, we have this our heading ready. Now of course, make sure that it is mobile responsive, so make sure that everything is what responsive also over here. So if you feel like this one is too much, you can go to this place and then just reduce it a little bit to suit the way you want it. It depends on how you really want it. Okay, so make sure that everything looks good for you, and if the width also is something that you are not okay about, you can just reduce it the way you want it. So basically do it the way you want it, do it the way that suits you. Okay, and over here I'm gonna go over here and go to style over here, and with this one everything is correct, but I'm gonna put this one as center over here, and I'm gonna say no repeat, and this one I'm gonna say cover. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this, and over here I will come here and then choose maybe 35. Okay, and I can still go ahead and come over here and make it maybe 250. Okay, so this is quite okay, and I'll do same for this particular one also. So I can come over here, go to it advanced, make sure that everything is correct, but I'll pick this one over here, reduce the size to, instead of 35, I'll say maybe 25. All right, so we can go ahead and also reduce the size of the container a little bit. So we're gonna just make sure that we reduce it to like 200. So let me just make it 200, and this is quite okay. So everything is quite fine over here. So I'm gonna go back over here, and then over here also I'm gonna go to its style over here, and you see this one also I want to change the position to center and make it cover. And then this one I'll say no repeat, and I think everything is quite okay over here. So now we are through with the header, so let's go ahead and go to the next section over here. So we are through with the hero section, sorry. Let's go ahead and go to the next section over here. So with the next section we have two column container, one over here and then one on the right over here. So we're gonna go straight and then go ahead and then do that. So we'll come over here, scroll down over here, we're gonna pick a container, pick the flexible container, and we can choose the two column container over here, or we can choose this particular container. I love to always create my own two columns. So what I will do is I choose one column container, and then this one I'll just make it 1200 pixel. Okay, so 1200 pixel, and then I'll go to it, advanced, unlink the padding, and give it a padding of top 80, bottom also 80. All right, so now that it is done, I'll pick I'll click over here and then drop in a container over here, and then I'll duplicate the container, okay, to make it two different containers. Now I'll go to the main container which houses these two different containers. I'll go to its layout over here, and then I'll make the direction row horizontal so that it's going to be side by side, just like this. So now of course we've created our two column container inside one container. Okay, so now that we are done, over here we're going to put an image over here. So I'll drag in an image and put it inside this particular container. Select the image that I want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and select the image that I want to use. Now, like I told you, all the images I'm using, I will put a link in the description for you, so you can go ahead and then go and download the image and use it. So scroll down over here, and then we're gonna pick this lady over here. So I'll select it. Okay, as you can see, this beautiful black lady is what we are using. So I'm gonna go to its style over here, and I'll increase the width to its maximum, which is 100% over here. And once it is done, I'll come to the left side of the container, because I'm done over here. So to the left side of the container, I'm gonna have this one, this one, this one, this one. So I'm gonna have, let's say, three different containers. So one over here, one over here, and then one over here. So three different containers is what I'm going to have inside this particular container. But before we do that, I'm going to click on this container over here, and I'll scroll down over here, and then I'll adjust the gaps over here. So I'll make it 40 column, 40 row, okay, so that there will be a little bit space inside it. And then also over here, I'll adjust the content center, and then I'll align the items also center, so that it will be placed in the center of this particular image over here. So I'm gonna pick this container, and I'll drag another container inside, and I'll duplicate this one again, and I'm gonna duplicate this one again to have three different containers inside. Now, like I told you, the first container is what I'm gonna have this particular one, which is this EcoHaven, okay, the about us, and then also the description over here. So I'm gonna come over here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick divider. So I'm gonna pick a divider over here. So I'll drag in the divider over here, and I'll use a text over here, and then I'll put EcoHaven inside this one. And with this divider, I'll align it like this. Okay, it's supposed to be here. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna go over here, and then go to the text, and then it's the position of the text, I'll put it like this, right? And let me go to the divider. The width of the divider, I'm gonna reduce it a little bit, so it's gonna be something like this, right? And I'll go over here, and then change this to the strongest text over here, and also the text over here, I'll change it to also the stronger text over here, and I'll decide to change this one to Lato, okay, because that is what we are using. And I'm going to change the size to maybe 20, right? So 18 or 20, let me say 18. Okay, so this is quite okay for me, and I think everything is quite fine. Yeah, so everything is okay, everything is solid. Now the next one So everything is quite okay, everything is fine. Now the next one is for me to add the about us. Okay, this about us over here. Now already we have the about us over here already. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll up and then just, you know, copy this one and bring it over here. Okay, so I'm going to paste it over here. So now we have our about us done simply as that. Now it is left with this text over here. So I'm going to copy this text and come over here and then click on this plus icon, drag in a text widget underneath the about us over here, and I'm going to just paste it over here. So we also have this one done. We just need to style it the way we want it. So I'm going to go over here, change this one from Roboto to Lato. So let's go ahead and change it from Roboto to Lato, and I'm going to make it like an 18. And then when I come over here, I'll change this one to the strongest text. So it's going to be something like this, and we are good to go. Now the next one that we're going to deal with is, all right, so the next one that we're going to do is this mission, our mission over here. So what we're going to do is we just you know, make sure that we create this one and give it this particular color over here. Okay, so first of all, let me see if I can copy this image, because I don't think I have this image down. So I'm going to copy this image, and yeah, I'm gonna put it inside this EcoHaven you know, over here. So I don't think I have this image here. Of course I don't have it, so I'm just going to, you know, save it over here so I can be able to use it. Okay, so now I can just you know, copy this one. I can just copy this one. I'm going to copy this one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, click on add element over here, and then what I will do is I will look for box icon or box image box. Okay, so this is what I want. So I'm just going to drag the image box inside this one. Okay, inside this, and over here I'm going to put in the text that I copied, and then over here I'm going to just type in our mission, right? So our mission, and then this is where I bring in the icon that I just you know, I just downloaded. Okay, so this particular icon over here, this one. So I'm going to drag in inside this one, and then yeah, we are uploading it. Okay, so it is being uploaded. Now once it is done, we're going to just insert it into the website, and then we start styling it. All right, so it's done over here. So we're going to just select it, and as you can see, this is how it looks like. Now we're going to style it. So let's go to style over here, position the image on the left just like you have it over here. Okay, now we can, you know, go to image over here and then reduce the size a little bit. So we're going to reduce the size a little bit. Okay, so like maybe 10. Yeah, maybe 10 is okay. And what we're going to do is what do we do? So yeah, so 10 is okay. And of course, when you come to box over here, you can give it an image spacing if that is what you want. Okay, so just give it an image spacing, and let's go to content over here, and we're gonna just make sure that we have this one on black, and when you hover, it is on green, right? So we're gonna just come over here and give it the strongest color. So when you hover, you give it this green over here. So you see, this is the green that we have given it. All right, so now that we are done over here, we're gonna go to typography, and then we're gonna just change the typography from Roboto to Poppins. Okay, so let's give it the header as what, as Poppins, and this is the description. Okay, so for description, we're gonna give it you know, Lato. Okay, Lato over here, it is quite okay. And the size, we can give it like a 16. Okay, and yeah, we are good to go. Now let's go to the title over here. We're gonna give this one as Poppins. Okay, so Poppins is okay, and over here we'll give it the title as maybe 20. Yeah, which is quite okay. And with the color of the description, we're gonna change it to the strongest text over here. So let's see. Okay, so we're gonna change it to maybe the medium text over here. All right, so now that we are done over here, so let's go over here and see how it looks like. All right, so now that we are done, we're gonna give a pattern all around it. Okay, and then give a background color for it. Okay, now of course you can decide to use the image box settings to give a pattern to it, or you can also decide to use the main container over here. So I'm going to use the main container, and I'm going to go to a style over here, and I'll give it a background color. Okay, not a background image, a background color, and I'm going to give it this subtle background over here like this, and I'll go to it advanced over here, and I'm going to give it a padding around of, let's say, 40. Okay, so we're going to have something like this. So as you can see, we have something like this, which is similar to what we have over here. Okay, so that's exactly what we want. And of course, if you feel like this thing is too small, you can go ahead and, you know, just increase the image a little bit. So like, let's say 12, which is quite okay. So now that we have this one done, it is for us to also go ahead and work on this particular one over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy, you know, this one over here and place it over here. So I'm going to paste it over here. Now I will remove this one. Okay, I'll remove the title over here, and I'll go over here and make sure that I'll align everything on my left over here. So as you can see, everything is on the left over here, and this one is over here. Now I will just copy you know, all of these ones. So I'm going to copy this one and come over here and then put it over here, and with this one which says what, why EcoHaven, I'm going to just copy this one and come over here and also paste it over here. So I have this one also done, I have this one also done. Then the next one is I'm going to just copy this one and then add it also, or paste it underneath this one. And with this one, we are going to just copy this, and then, you know, just remove this one. Let me just copy this one again, come over here and paste it over here. So we have this one also done. Now what we can do is we can just make sure that the colors are basically the same. So as you can see, these colors are the same, but this one is a little bit deeper, right? So what we can do is we can just go ahead and go to style over here, click over here and make sure that the colors are basically the same. And that is what, and that is it. Now of course we have it done correctly. Now one thing I want you to note is that there is this kind of animation when you get to the page. There's this kind of animation that it's there. So we're going to make sure that that animation is also working properly. So I'm refreshing the website so that we see the animation that, you know, comes whenever we refresh the website or whenever we get to the website. All right, so as you can see, this is the animation that comes over here. I'm going to refresh it again. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and we're gonna make sure that we get the animation also correct. So over here, this one, we're gonna give it, you know, let me start from the top over here. So this particular one, I'll go to advanced, go to motion effect, change this one to fading up over here, go over here, also go to motion effect, change the entrance animation to fade you know, up, and then come over here, go to motion effect, go over here to motion effect, change the entrance animation to right, and then also we come over here, let me just pick this particular one, go to it advanced, scroll down to motion effect, and entrance animation also from right. Okay, so of course we can also pick this one, this whole thing, go to advanced, go to motion effect, and then pick the entrance animation on up. Okay, so now everything, the entrance animation and everything is quite okay. So what else are we supposed to do? What else are we supposed to do? We are supposed to make sure that this particular, you know, container, this particular how do you even call it, this particular image over here hits this particular side over here. So first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the front end of this particular website, So I'm gonna go to the front end over here, and we're gonna copy some elements or some, you know, section that we created, and then we bring it to the about page. And that is one thing about Elementor that you can be able to easily do. So you see this particular one over here, it looks the same as this one. Okay, so what we will do is we just copy this one and bring it over there. So I'm going to click on edit with Elementor. We do this so we don't redesign everything all over again. Okay, we've already designed it and there's no need for us to redesign everything all over again. We just need to just copy and then bring it to the next page and paste it over there. All right, so now that we are over here, we're going to scroll down. Let's scroll down over here. Right, so what we do is we just copy. Okay, right click and then copy, and we're gonna come over here, scroll down, and then we right click and then we paste. Okay, so basically that is it. Now you see how this one looks like. We want this particular one to hit this particular one. Okay, to hit over here, and that is exactly what we want to do. So we're gonna come over here, go to it down. That remember that we gave a bottom padding of 80. We're gonna just remove that padding from there. Okay, and when we come over here also, we're gonna give it an all-round padding of 0. Okay, so it will hit. So as you can see, this one hits perfectly well. All right, so now we are done. All what we need to do is make sure that they are all mobile responsive, tablet and mobile responsive. So let's check it on tablet mode. This is how it looks like on tablet mode, and we can adjust it a little bit. So let's go ahead and make sure that we adjust it for it to suit the way we want it. So I'm gonna go over here to style over here, and I'm gonna go to it text over here, go to typography, reduce this one to, let's say, 12. Okay, come over here, go to style, go over here, go to typography, reduce this one to, let's say, maybe 25. Okay, come over here and go to style, reduce this one, and let's say maybe 12. Okay, so do same for this one also. This one, the pattern is too big, so we're gonna just give it a 20 over here. Okay, and then we come over here inside, we go to the content over here, the type, the title, we're gonna say 16. We're going to go to the the typography, we're gonna say maybe 12. Okay, we are reducing it so that this one meets this one. Okay, even if it's not the same, everything will pick up the way we want it. So we're gonna go to a style over here, go to content, we come over here, and then we also reduce this one to maybe 16. Come over here, reduce this one, the size, reduce the size over here to 12. Okay, so we do same for this one. We come over here, reduce this one to maybe 12. Okay, so it is not the same, but at least we can be able to see how it looks like. So I'm gonna go over here and then go to the gaps over here, and let's say I want to give a gap of, let's say 5, so that it will be reduced a little bit. Let's give a gap also over here, go to layout, scroll over here and give a gap of 5 also, and then the main one over here also, I'm gonna give a gap of, let's say, 5. All right, so now you see everything is trying to work out the way we want it. Okay, so not the same, but at least we can adjust it the way we want it. Let me come over here, give it -20 or -10 or negative. Okay, so let me just give it a -10, so there will be a little bit of space over here. So this is quite okay. This is also quite okay. So we are done with this one. Let's go over here also, and yeah, this is also quite okay the way we want it. Everything looks perfect over here. Yeah, so with this one we can even come over here and then give it change this one to the middle, come over here, change this one also to the middle. Just make sure that everything is placed in the middle over here so it matches the way we want it. So as you can see, everything placed in the middle over here. put it in the middle. We put this one also in the middle, right? Yeah, so now everything looks perfect, everything looks great, and we are good to go. So we are done with our about page over here. We can go ahead and publish it. All right, so we are done with our about page. We can go ahead and even take a look at how it looks like on the front end, and this is exactly how it looks like on the front end. And guys, this is how you can be able to create an about page for almost every kind of website that you want. If you want this kind of style of about page, you can be able to create it. Now, of course, you can add more sections and more element to whatever thing that you are creating. You can add maybe themes, you can add your team members, you can add a lot of info over here. Okay, and that is it. So this is how you can be able to create an about page for your website. Thank you for watching, and in the next video we're going to create the services page also for this particular website that we are dealing with. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.